with a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
Hi, my name is Lishay Carlson. I'm from Cape Town and I'm a filmmaker.
My name is Onke. I reside in the Western Cape, Cape Town also. I'm a student in Northlink College. Activist by nature, I would say. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Clavia Arendse. I am from Paul. I am a senior facilitator and a student.
Hi, my name is Zach Fortuin. I'm 28 years old and I'm also a filmmaker.
The most thing that I fear is the society moving forward, like seeing my peers not doing anything positive towards their futures. That's the most fear for me. So it's more like an emotional fear, I would say.
I would say in the same trend as Onke, my biggest fear is for the future. Seeing what today's society looks like now and how downhill we've gone, I'm afraid that there's no hope.
It's actually scary if you think about it, because if you look at the kids nowadays, now it's like, I don't even know what the word to use for this. It's like, nowadays we're very lazy and we feel entitled also in a sense. I don't know what it is with us youngsters, but we don't work hard. Like back then, people used to actually like work for what they want. Now it's like, we feel like, man, we should get this from the government. We should, be very entitled.
That's our problem.
So
That's our problem, basically. Taking the government to like, the government is like our God or something.
The biggest thing wrong with society now is there's no accountability. Everyone is just blaming each other. And because of there being no accountability, we're getting nowhere. So I think that's like what you meant when you said you can't think of the word.
Yeah.
In days like this, we no longer fear dying. We no longer fear things happening because we actually got used to people dying. So at this moment now, there's nothing that we fear that is coming physically. The only thing we fear is something that is coming to tackle the future or coming emotionally, I would say, because you're already depressed, so there's nothing to be scared of.
I disagree with Onke on the death thing because that's my fear. I'm afraid of dying. Reason being, I love life. So, and also I'm afraid of what lies ahead. Like it's just a personal thing. But yeah, on the other parts of what both people said, I agree. Society can be a fear too because of for all how things are going on right now. Yeah.
I feel like majority of us, especially in our generation, a lot of people always thinking about, like as youngsters, think about suicide and just feel like ending your life and, those type of things. Sometimes you think about, let me just leave this whole life thing. But when you're scared, so I fear that because I'm thinking, I'm going to burn in hell forever, bro. You know what I mean? Like you think about all these things.
Because of COVID happening, because of we had Ebola, there's so many different diseases that is going around, viruses. So health, overall, not just diseases when it comes to, your health, it could be sexual sicknesses as well. It's a really big fear of mine because there's so much there. You don't know what to touch. You don't know where is safe because it's everywhere. So health for me is a really big thing. It's not something, as much as we don't think about it every day, it's actually a very big factor of your life because one wrong move and you're in a hospital or you need an operation. And as much as we would want to control these things, the fact it's so scary that you can't control it. Like there's only certain things you can do, but to a certain extent, it's out of your control, your health.
With me, I would say, okay, I know I smoke I smoke a lot. Not a lot, but I do smoke. So I do kind of fear for my health also in a sense. So I'm like, Lisha, you actually need to start drinking a lot more water, going to the gym a lot more often, just change your lifestyle a little bit because I don't want to end up like, I don't know, what type of sickness, what you get, lung cancer and stuff like
lung
that.
Cancer. Lung cancer.
I do have a fear of my health as well because as you know, Lisha, I like to drink a lot and I've been drinking more often. So that's to do with the liver and I don't want that. And yeah, so that not only that, I like have a fear of getting sick and dying in hospital. That's new, actually. Found that out about myself recently. I don't want to die in hospital or anything like that. But yeah.
Do you guys like fear when you go into townships, local townships? Do you fear that?
All
Do
the
you
time.
fear being there all the time?
I feel like because I'm a female, if I was to walk around in the castle late at night, okay, I wouldn't even do that. Why am I even saying that? I wouldn't do that because that's just dangerous. Like you can get attacked. This is South Africa. Let's be real, guys.
Yeah, this
Like
is SA.
anything can happen.
Anything can
You know
happen.
better than to walk around late at night in the castle, unarmed or whatever, because anything can happen. So I definitely fear walking around late at night, especially in areas also that I'm not really familiar with. But even so, in my own castle, in the area that I'm familiar with, because I'm from Elsies. So I would never walk around late at night just randomly, or even just to go to the corner shop. I wouldn't do that because I know there's a group of guys standing there on the corner. They're either gonna holler or just mess with me or whatever. And then on top of that,
Anything.
there's gunshots flying around everywhere. It's just crazy.
For me, I think that fear comes in direct because in most cases, I would feel like, why shouldn't I be strapped now with my metal on my waist? Then I can walk down peacefully. That fear comes in direct because when I'm walking at night, I get to feel like, what if something happens now? What I fear is the pain that comes, how do I say it? I fear the pain that comes physically. That's what I fear. I don't fear the consequences happening. No, I fear the pain that will come. Me at the hospital, getting drips and all that. That's what I fear. So the fear comes in direct, whereby I feel like, why don't I walk strapped or something?
What are you doing? I'm kind of agreeing to disagree, but anyway, what are you doing in a place where you know it's not safe, first of all? Secondly, what you said of being indirect and so on, and you need to be strapped and stuff like that. Again, back on the point of what are you doing there if you don't know the place, you don't know anyone in there. Like myself personally, I would prefer to go to such places if I know someone there, because then they can like educate me and tell me where I shouldn't walk and if I should walk there this time of the night. You know what I mean?
I would say, you know what? I don't fear the area. I fear the people in the area, to be specific, because it's about the people there. The area itself is fine, but what the people, their intentions, that is what I fear. Other people's intentions towards you, because not everyone is a cool and calm person. So short and sweet, I don't fear the places, but I fear the people in the places.
What that, like, what I get what you mean, like with the people being the problem, well, not the problem, like the fear. I had to like literally walk. I used to walk fast. Like I didn't walk slow or stroll or anything. I would walk fast because I had that fear of someone walking behind me looking dodgy is gonna try something with me. And so I would just walk fast.
It happened a few times, but this story was the one that stick to me the most. So I went out jogging with a friend. We see someone following us, but he's walking. So I didn't take it too hard. This guy is just walking, but he's been walking behind us the whole time. And so I told my friend, let's pick up the pace. And we picked up the pace. Okay, his pace also picked up. So at this point, I'm scared. We watched him run past the church, which says to me that was his intent. He was following us. And as much as it's not something big, but the fear you feel in that moment is so big. I was on the verge of tears because in my mind, I did nothing. I didn't invite this man. I didn't make eye contact with this man. We didn't do anything to attract his attention, yet we got it. That is why my biggest fear has to do with people as well. Not so the area, the whatever's going on, but the people.
Every place has its dangerous, like every place is kind of dangerous. So even though I'm from Cape Town, obviously like, there's still a lot of stuff that I fear in the city. Like when I was working in town also, like I know, okay, I'm traveling from Elsies River. I have to catch a bus, get to town. But I know I have to walk to the bus stop in the morning and walk back to the bus stop at night as well. So I know, like it's something that we already know. Like we're teaching ourselves, like this is what you shouldn't do when you're walking alone or when you're walking in certain places. And I have that straight face. I'm like, when I'm walking in the car, I'm just like, badass. I'm like, don't mess with me. I'll just walk around like that, you know.
Same.
It's something that you tell yourself you have to do so that they won't like mess with you, because I'm a girl and I'm skinny as well, like I'm tiny. I feel like they take advantage at any time. So I also have that look. I'm like, say, hey, don't even think about it, you know.
I've been thinking about like what is being said. And it's so sad for me that we actually have do's and don'ts when we go out. Like you can't do this, you can't do that. And I'm thinking back to my childhood. If I had to walk to the shop for my granny or something, she would always tell me, you can't wear shorts. And you must know I'm still a child that time. You can't wear shorts. You can't put something else on. Can't you make yourself ugly? That was an actual sentence that came out. And it was like, to me, it's funny, but it's sad at the same time. Because why do I need to do something? I'm not doing anything to anyone. I'm just walking. Why do I need to do anything to protect myself when it's not me that puts myself in danger? It's other people that put you in danger. And that's so sad that our fear doesn't come from just here. It comes from other people.
Wherever you come from, it's an experience. And whatever experience that you have experienced before, it has something to do with what you think or how you handle yourself or how you live. Because quoting from Clivia's sayings, because of her grandmother, it's changed how she sees things, no? But from my side, I think from inheriting some strong genes from my father, being fearless, that also has something to do with something for me not to fear most things, especially dangerous things. I don't fear dangerous things. No, I don't.
On the point of like what Clivia was saying, where what a grandmother told her, I'd say it's more of a projection, if I can put it that way. They project the fear on you. So automatically, because they say the type of thing they say, you get it in your mind to like, oh, snap, okay, that's what's going to happen. So that's now the fear in me. I'd say I've been learning myself to not take on fear that someone projects to me, if I can put it that way. And that's just me. But I feel like on that standpoint, I feel like we should all try more to do that, because as Onke is saying, we shouldn't be afraid of certain stuff, if I got right what he was saying there. But I feel we should try and teach ourselves that to not be afraid of certain stuff. Yes, certain stuff we should be afraid of, because the fear helps you stay clear of certain things. But yeah, that's just how I feel. Yeah.
I just wish we could live in a fearless world, bro. That's just, I don't know. Like, fearing is tiring, if I can say it that way. It's just really tiring. But okay, what can we do? This is the life we live.
As much as we want to say, we have to protect ourselves, we have to what, there's things you need to do. You know what? You're actually going out of your way to make yourself safe when that person out there is going out of their way to make you unsafe. You get what I'm saying? Like, even though we try, sometimes it's not in our power.
My dream is to be happy and successful.
My dream is to set free the next generation.
My dream is to be successful too. And for the youth to not continue in the older people's footsteps, for them to be better, so to say.
My dream is to break generational curses, but also be the faith for the future so that the youth of today can step forward and really take their place.
Yeah, Z, you should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.